Yes, my name is Bench and welcome to Mosswood Gorge, a Minecraft town that I've been building during isolation because, let's be honest, there's not many other ways that you can get out and about. So I have been working hard for months building my little town, and I gotta say, it's pretty sweet what I've ended up with. If we have a look at the map here, we can see there's a number of different buildings that we can go to. It's got a whole heap of redstone amongst it. All of these buildings have some sort of purpose, and through the next couple of videos, we're going to be looking at all these different buildings and how they've been constructed, how they intertwine and interconnect together, as well as seeing what we will be building next. But for starters, let's start off with where everyone starts, with the starter base. Now, as you can imagine, the first thing I needed to do was build a starter base in this area. It would have been completely overrun with trees and nature, and so I found myself this little rock face that I could build my little starter base in, so I had somewhere safe from all the mobs. I had a little bed, I added a bit of storage, and from there I started to expand the town. It was the starting point for all you see before you. Since the town has grown a bit bigger, we've now nestled it in amongst everything. It's now accessed through this little pathway that comes down to the starter, and you can still see it says Bench's Starter. Walking in, you can see we have all the necessities like the double furnaces with the hoppers being fed into it, as well as a smaller bit of storage over here. We have our bedroom and a small enchanting area as well, because, you know, we always need to be enchanting dem items. I used to have a map here, now I have my list of things I need to do, though I've knocked some of them off now. And up above I had a few little farms to get me started, namely a sugarcane and pumpkin farm. But then, obviously, the game extends and you start needing more storage. So I extended across this valley into a main storage area, and you can already imagine the number of redstone components and hoppers that are involved in creating this entire thing. On the side of our massive storage hallway, we have these auxiliary storage areas where you can have smaller storage for those items that you don't need too much storage for. You can see things like rails, dispensers, observers, all those kinds of things, as well as different types of food, wool, wood, eggs, all that sort of stuff. You also may notice that along here in our main storage we've got these lights lighting up. As our main storage fills up, you can see we've got full areas of things like dirt, etc., as well as all our cobblestone comes in here and everything. On the right here you can see we've got this item elevator in which I can drop items into here, drop them in, and they'll start to be dispensed up into the hopper auto sorting mechanisms. Of course, we have the trash at the end for everything else that isn't sorted, and that's just for stuff that doesn't have a designated area. Now you can imagine the components making this all work seamlessly is quite extensive. From above we can see there's a number of different redstone components, rails, and hoppers that drive getting content and items from all over the town into this area where it can be received, sorted, and stored, depending on what it is. You can already imagine the resources that would have had to have been gathered just to get this up and running, let alone the amount of resources that are now stored within its chests. Though now that it can handle all the items coming from all the different factories and farms across the town, makes it such a valuable investment at the start of a town. In fact, it has its own double furnace system where it takes coal that's mined from the mine, as well as any ores that need to be smelted, and automatically smelts them by bringing them up here and sorting them through to get our end smelted ores. The advantage as well is that minecarts automatically can come from some of different farms, so it takes out even less manual labour required in order to do the sorting and processing of the different factories and farms. And with this setup, we've been able to expand the starter to not only just be a simple starter base, but enable so much more building based on what we get in here. So that is my starter base for Mosswood Gorge. I haven't built a final base yet. I plan on doing that on top of this hill, but for now I've been focusing on getting the farms and factories and other buildings around the town built up before I finish off my nice little mansion slash castle at the very center of the town. I did, however, take the opportunity to do the front path and garden area as an inspiration for what will future be here. In the next video, we'll check out the tavern that sits by the river and also see the cool details contained within. Until next time, my name is Bench. Thanks for watching.